Hello everyone, welcome to my channel ID Guru. My name is Anura and let's get started with our journey of instructional design. Today I will be speaking about some ID models which are the base for designing any e-learning product. Let's start with the most classic and basic model which you will hear almost every ID speaking about. It's called the ADDIE model. ADDIE is short for Analyze, Design, Develop, Implement and Evaluate. There are many more models. You can choose from any one of them based upon what product type is to be developed and what is preferred by your client, how much time do you have, and what type of process are you following. So in this video, we will focus on the first stage of the ADDIE model, which is the analysis phase. Now it may sound very simple, but actually it is a very detailed evaluation which we undertake. So whenever we get any request from any client, what we do is we do a number of analysis of whatever data we get from the client. First is the background of the audience, that is, who is your audience. Audience analysis is what we call it. Basically, what it tells you is what is the knowledge level of your audience, what is their age, what type of gender are we looking at, why? Because certain examples could be sensitive to them. That is why. And where have they stopped with regards to their education, any other information that we can get with regards to the audience. This is very important because whenever we create any learning module, we have to keep in mind the knowledge level of the audience. If they come from a certain background, then we have to keep in mind that they may not know certain topics. So we should be covering them. And at the same time, if they are already well versed with certain topics, then don't simply overburden them. You can skip it. So to know all of this, an audience analysis is very crucial. After this, we come to content analysis. Content analysis tells you whether what you're going to teach is simply filling up a gap, or is it coming as a fact to them, is it a process, is it a procedure, or is it some sort of a theory that you're going to tell them. So what is it that you're going to teach them? A thorough analysis of the content. Based upon this, you can suggest the best delivery method for them. That is, what would be a best fit? Will it be a video? Will it be an e-learning product? What could it be? It could even be a job aid. So it all depends. Once you do a thorough content analysis, you will come to know what product type would be a best fit. Now, other than this, one more analysis which is expected is the context analysis. Context means that this training is going to be delivered online or in a face-to-face setup or even hybrid. That is, sometimes the facilitator may be there in class and at other times you may have to take the training online. Now, as an ID, you need to know this because the entire design of the module will vary based upon the context setting. Now, once you know the context very well, you know the content very well, you know your audience very well, then you can go ahead and look at other factors also which may affect your training. Now, these include things like time, your budget, and also the resources that are available to you. Now, it can happen that you have a lot of time in hand, but you are working on a slight tight budget. In that case, you have to have suggestions which will fit that particular budget and also ensure that your product gets delivered on time. It could be the other way around also, that you have a lot of money, that is, your budget is good, but it is very tight on time. So if you want to make a simulation, then you cannot make it in 1 week. You need a lot of time. So based upon all of these requirements from the client, you can then give them a very well researched product type which would be a best fit for them. Now, after this analysis phase, we come to the next phase, that is the design phase. I will be covering that in the next module. Now, for the analysis phase, there are certain checklists, there are certain number of forms which you need to fill out. I will be covering them in lot of detail in the coming videos. First, we will complete the ADDIE model and then come to the nitty-gritties of the analysis phase.